In today's mini English lesson, I'm going to teach you about articles. I'm going to tell you about an old theory that we now know is wrong, and at the same time, teach you 8 rules about how to use articles in English. So listen to the story and listen out for the articles.
Mini English lessons.
Many years ago, people believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. But then a boy observed the sun and he came up with an unusual theory that the Earth actually orbits the sun. The boy's name was Copernicus. Ever heard of him? This theory was such a radical idea at the time that people thought that he was crazy. But now we know that the Earth really does orbit the sun, and that when people have radical ideas, maybe we should listen to them. Did you hear all the articles I used? I'm saying the word article a lot. But what actually are articles? An article is a small word that goes before a noun, and it tells us if something is general or specific. The first rule I'm going to teach you today is about the indefinite article. The indefinite articles in English are a and an, and we use this before a singular noun. In the story, I said a boy, a radical idea, and an unusual theory, because these are not specific. They're general. They're just some boy, some theory. So when you're speaking about something non-specific, use a or an, the indefinite article. That brings me to the second rule today, when to use a or a. We use a when the next sound is a consonant sound. For example, a megalodon, a eucalyptus plant, a rainbow unicorn. I'd like one of those. Did you notice that eucalyptus plant begins with an E, which is a vowel, of course, but the sound U is a consonant sound, so we use a. We use an when the next word begins with a vowel sound. For example, an igloo, an air, an unusual person. Again, remember what I said about eucalyptus plant? Well, air is similar. Air begins with a consonant, but the consonant is silent, so we use an air. The third rule is about when we don't use articles. We don't use articles when we talk about things in general, and we use the plural form. In the story, I said people believe and radical ideas. No article. The fourth rule is that we don't use an article for abstract nouns in English. So hope, love, or friendship. Rule number 5 is about the definite article. I used the definite article in the story, and just now. Did you hear it? It's the. And there's just one definite article in English. Yay! We can use the with singular or plural nouns when we're talking about something specific or when we talk about something that we already talked about. Like when I said the story, because I'm talking about the story I just told you. Or when I say the boy, because I'm talking about the boy I mentioned before. Remember his name? Copernicus. We also use the definite article when there's only one of something. And this is the 6th rule. The sun, the earth, the center, and the universe. And coming in 7th today, we use the definite article in certain time phrases like at the time or at the weekend. The 8th and final rule we'll look at today is about the pronunciation of the word the. Normally we say the sun, the moon, and all these words are followed by a consonant sound. But when the next word is a vowel sound, it changes. The becomes the. It's made longer, and there's an intruding y sound, like the earth. Say it after me, the earth. We also use this pronunciation when we say the internet. Very important, the internet. That was good. Now, after all that information, I wouldn't be surprised if your head is spinning as fast as the earth.